Beautiful, just like that. We love mud. We've got no battery for the tack barrow. Oh yes, mate! As usual, we've got a busy day ahead of us. We've got to get the soakaway out. We will get all this dragged out and then we can get our crates in, pea gravel. We've got to get that pipe over there lifted up as well so we can continue excavation across there, and then we can also get our block and beam in and it won't affect us. Obviously that is servicing all the house at the minute. It's going to be moved internally eventually, but we don't want to start disturbing the inside of the house until we absolutely have to, because obviously the clients are living here still. So we're just going to get the digger filled up. Morning, Joe. This is the fun job that we have to do. This is a two-man operation. Somebody needs to do this very important job of holding the funnel. We'll hold Joe pause.
There we go.
There we go, we're in. Right, I am at depth in the middle, but obviously with a bucket we get some rounded edges. You know the sketch, you know what we've got to do. Get in there and hand dig. So I'm going to get out the big Kango again and just shave this straight down. So we've got a nice square bottom because obviously we've got square crates that need to get in there. Square all this off nicely now, scrape the excess out with the digger, and we're good to go. We've also got to run a trench. We're going to pull this back slightly and then we're going to cross here to a silt trap which is going to be hidden in the patio here, yeah, and then that is going to then drain off back into the soakaway here. The reason we're obviously going this way and then back across is because we want to hide the silt trap in the patio. Basically we don't want a silt trap just anywhere randomly in the garden. Ideally it wants to go there, you know, that would be perfect, just at the end of the run and then straight in, but you know, you don't want to have an inspection chamber in the middle of your lawn. The reason we've gone so deep on this is because that pipe there for the French drain is actually 600mm deep, so if we only went a metre down with these, what we'd then achieve is not a great deal. We'd end up with about this much water in the bottom. If you can imagine, the pipe would be coming through about here, about this level, so the only water that's going to fill up is to about here. It's going to match the height of the pipe basically. So we've dropped this down 2 metres into the ground, so that pipe there for the French drain is going to be up here, so the water can easily come straight down into this and fill this up, no problem at all. There's not going to be any risk of any backfilling. We're going to have about, I think it's about 1800 litres of water in there, so that's quite a bit. So it shouldn't cause us any problems whatsoever. That should be more than ample for what we've got here. We've also got additional drainage obviously through this French drain. We're going to have additional drainage through here as well and back through this way. So there's going to be plenty of place for the water to go, which is what we want because we don't want the flooding that the client had previously on the garden. Hopefully you can hear me. It's a bit noisy. Joe's got the breaker on over there, getting the last bit of the old footing out. So I'm just digging this out and just noticed this. We've got a wobbly tooth. So it's important if this does go a bit wobbly, which they do because they're only bolted through, get it tightened up straight away. What can happen is that can cause it to snap the bolt or snap the tooth, or worse still, damage the bucket. So I'm just going to get all this scraped away now, get it shored up nice and tight, and then I can carry on. We're near enough there now. Just got to square that off. I've just been getting the excess out and just trying to straighten these edges up so they're actually plumb all the way down. The last thing you want it to do is taper in, and when you come to put your crates in, realise when you get them down there you haven't got enough room. It's easy to do when you're digging a wide hole like this because the bucket generally tends to sort of push away with the ground. So at least this way, you know, I'm just slowly scraping away. You probably see me on the time lapse slowly just scraping. So I'm just using the edge of the bucket here, just this blade, just to basically carve it out. You can see over there all the carve marks. That's nice and plumb then. Straight down, so I've got enough room down the bottom to get everything that I need to. So, good morning. It is a new day on site, and today, guess what? We're digging more holes, yes! So, we've got to pull this trench across here, pop it out there, and then another trench then across here, back into our soakaway. Then we can get some pipe work set up, get our crates in there as well, and then start to get some stone on site and get it all cleaned up. Get rid of the mud. We love mud.
Love the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah, what John said.
What I said.
What John said.
Right, that is our trench dug. So this drain now is going to run straight the way down into the silt trap, which will sit here, which will be disguised in the patio. First of all, we're going to fit our weed membrane in there, get all that lined, then we're going to put our 20mm aggregate in the bottom, then we'll lay the pipe over the top, and then more aggregate on the top of that, and we'll backfill that then again, bring that down to here and just pop that up and just curl the excess over to one side. And then what I'm going to do is then do another trench which will come across here. But before we do that trench, we're going to get this filled, get this all sorted out. So there's plenty to go on today. It's going to be a busy one, so let's get cracking. Let's get the tack barrow filled up with some more stone, and we're away. We've got no battery for the tack barrow. There is one on order, but they're having an absolute nightmare because it's a heavy duty battery and it's got to fit in there. Can't have a bigger one. So there is hopefully one coming later today, but it does mean we've got to pull start it. So Joe is going to try it in one pull. Go on, Joe. Can you do it? Can you do it? Let me come around here so you can see. Oh, yes, mate! I'll do the easy way, shall I? Yeah, easy! Woo! So we've got our stone in. Now all we need to do is lay some pipe in here and then get it backfilled with stone, cover it over, get our soil on top. Job done. So that is it, another day is done. We've got the bottom row of crates in. Joe is doing his acrobatics and getting out the hole. So tomorrow what we're going to do is get the rest of the crates in there, get the pea gravel around the perimeter, get our little trench dug here to join up to our silt trap, and we can get all this backfilled. Right, all we're going to do now is tidy up, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye, Joe. Bye. You can see in the bottom there where Joe's just covering over, there's actually water. So that is a natural water table, a natural water level in the ground. Because we're just coming out the tail end of winter, that's probably about as high as it will get naturally. So it just goes to show how much water we're actually going to be able to put in there additionally as well when it does rain in the future. So what we're doing now, well, what Joe's doing, is just getting this covered over, because we're going to dig now our trench from this point back to the silt trap over there. Our 4-inch pipe from the silt trap needs to go into one of these holes. So it's important we get everything measured out right now. We're going to get this covered over with some ply so no soil goes back into it. And the reason we needed to get that first layer in first was just so we know exactly where this trench has got to come, where we've got to dig this hole, because the last thing I want to do is make it, you know, 50mm in the wrong place and have to do a hand dig and all sorts of stuff. So we're going to just get this all lined up properly now so we know exactly where it's going, and then we can dig straight down here with the digger, nice and straightforward. The hole where we're going to go through is the centre of that crate, which is 500mm wide, so we're going to go 250 in, which is going to be there, and there we go. So I know now my trench has got to start there and go straight back over there. There we go. sorted. So now what we're going to do, just get all this covered over in here. We've got our sheet of ply cut, drop that on top, so then we're not getting any dirt or anything on top of this membrane, on top of the pea gravel, and we can easily clean up afterwards, and we'll get that dug. And then we can get our pipe in, crates in, dropped in. So just to let you know exactly what we're doing, I've done a very technical drawing here. So what we've got in here are 2 rows of crates. So this is the bottom crate and the top crate. These are 400mm deep, so that gives us an overall of 800. Okay, so what we're going to do, this is going to be our inlet pipe into the soakaway, and our silt trap is over here, and then we've got our French drain coming in from over here. So the water will come in from the garden, through the French drain, into our silt trap. Any sediment will come down the bottom here, and then the clean water will run through into this hole that I'm in now. If we just put our 4-inch pipe at a steady gradient like this, as soon as the water fills up in this crate to a certain point, it's just then going to backfill this straight up here back to the silt trap. So the way to get the maximum efficiency out of this hole is to do this. So we're going to put a 90-degree bend in here, and then take it right up as high as we can, and then we're going to put a slight fall on this pipe, which will then run back into the silt trap like so. So what that does, that allows more groundwater to fill up before it actually starts backfilling towards our silt trap. So if we did it like that, you wouldn't be able to get as much as you will here, because we're going to fully utilise this space, this hole that we've dug now. Put plenty of gravel in here, so that just gives us about an extra, I don't know, 200mm of stone in here. It's going to give us a hell of a lot more water storage capacity in this hole. So Joe has finished squaring this edge off in here. You can see there we've got our 90-degree bend with a coupler on, and then I'm going to cut a bit of 4-inch pipe now that's going to run along there into our crate. I'm just going to get that cut, and then we can put our vertical piece in here and then angle off straight out there to our silt trap. So basically our 4-inch pipe is going to go into this crate like I explained. Yeah. There's a pre-made hole there, but you just need to trim it out to suit. So Joe's just lubing this up now, and then we're going to get our 90-degree bend on, which is going to bring us up here. There you go, mate.
Thank you, mate. Just like that.
Beautiful, just like that. So then we'll have a straight bit of pipe going up here to this point, and then we'll angle off down there. And that is our pipe run. Obviously we've got to trim this down here so it'll sit a bit lower in, and raise that end up so we can get pea gravel all around it. But that is basically what's going to happen. So we have got our layer of pea gravel in there. We've used all we've got. I've been to the merchants, and unfortunately they haven't got any pea gravel in yet, so I'm just waiting for a delivery of that to arrive so we can get enough on top of there and get this filled in as well, and then we can get all this back filled. So in the meantime we are digging again, yay! So Joe is just in the process of getting all this area squared off nicely, so we haven't got any rounded edges, ready for our MAT to go in here, and same over here as well. And what I'm going to do is start working on this soil pipe. We're going to basically raise this up completely up to about this level here. We are actually governed by this pipe, which is for the washing machine inside. We need to lift it up to no more than this to obviously allow that to filter in here, and then we're going to run across at a higher level. Underneath these boards is the manhole. So we've got the inspection chamber there, so we're going to run the pipe right away across and then drop it down here, cobble into that for the time being, put some lintels across there so everything can be built, and then we can crack on then with getting our block and beam down and everything. We don't want to be touching this pipe really, or any of this pipe work, until we absolutely need to, because we're going to be running that internally. So the inspection chamber is actually going to move down here from there. It's going to move a bit closer over here because all the pipe work is going to come down in the house and out to that. So I've got my little route set out here. Our finished floor is going to be this height. It's going to be at damp, so I need to make sure that obviously this pipe work comes underneath here, but I also need to be above our block and beam so we can carry on getting everything through, and that won't cause us any issues later on down the line. We won't have to move it or anything. So that will come down here like this, as low as possible, because we still need to get access through here because it's quite narrow, so we need to make sure we can get the machine through as well. And then what I'm going to do is put this 90 bend on here, so that'll just drop straight down, straight into the gully there, and out. So guys, that is the end of today. It's been another eventful day. A lot of work done in our soakaway. We've got our trench dug out, ready to go back to our silt trap. We've started works on getting our drainage sorted and raised up. We've also got all this area cleared over here, ready for stone, and we started on here as well. So tomorrow, hopefully we'll have some pea gravel so we can get this finished off and get this backfilled so we're fully safe. Get all this backfilled, get our pipe work done as well, and then carry on with this oversight. Next week, hopefully then we can start getting some stone in, get rid of this mud once and for all. So, thanks for watching us today. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I'll see you tomorrow.